Oh, good morning. Yeah, just getting my life together here. I got a little cold, but more on that later. But other than that, I slept well. Cheers. Hot coffee. Nice view. That was terrible camera work, but yeah. This was home last night. Goodbye. You were a good home. Very good home. Site 18. Hawk Mountain Shelter. But my rule is if I can't see it and it's not a big lunch break, I'm just gonna skip it. I believe I camped there in 2016, but I believe there's not that many tent spots, so I was happy for the campsite last night. Almost a mile in, just filled up water. I only have like a liter on me, but I chugged a liter, so I should be good for a while. That's kind of always my plan: chug a liter, carry a liter. It is like 6 miles to the next water, but that water source is reliable, so that's what I'm going for. And yeah, it is already day 2, just like that. Day 1 is over. First day has faded into the second one, so yeah, still enjoying it. First week always feels fresh, but it kind of fades slowly as each day passes. All right, that's just my little intro. I'll do a bigger update later. Oh, time for a nice, sweet update for the day. So it is just past 9:30. I am just about 2 miles in. Left camp just before 8:30, but then had a privy stop, so that took about 10 minutes or so. If you know how that goes. But yeah, I have had a slow 2 miles here. The training really hasn't been bad. One uphill push out of a gap, but just taking shots, setting up the tripod, and then also had a big water stop, filtering water and vitamins and honey buns. So my goal for today is Lance Creek Restoration Area. I believe that's what it's called. And a couple of reasons. One, it's about 16.5 miles, which is perfect for my pace right now on day 2. And then also it's the last stop before you are required to camp with a bear canister, which I don't have. And if I was to keep going, I would then have to go all the way to Neil Gap Mountain Crossings, which would make it 24 miles, which I don't think I have in me. Those days are coming, but not yet. So it's got bear cables. It says 4 tent pads, but sounds like there's other camping around. Because it is the last spot, I feel people do rush and it gets crowded, but it's been a quiet trail so far. Past one hiker, but obviously I have no idea who camped at the shelters or camp spots in front of me, so that's where I'm gonna go. If there's no tent pads, I'm sure I'll find a decent spot in that area. So plan for the day, and this is another little hill, so I'm gonna be done so you don't just hear me huffing and puffing. I'm between Horse Gap and Cooper Gap. There's a little flat spot here, but this climb to get here, yeah, kicked my ass. And then I have one more little steep up right in front of me, and then down into Cooper Gap. You can tell I'm tired because my hand is shaking right now. But yeah, I'm gonna eat a lunch, or at least something, when I get to Cooper Gap. That's like a mile from here. So up and then downhill to lunch. God damn it. I always drop my trekking pole when I lean them against me. Cooper Gap. I'm gonna eat lunch there somewhere. I'm hungry. It's not even 11. But that's the plan. Onward. Oh yeah, it's time for an update. I've been trying both these walk and talks with my phone and with the GoPro. Once I start looking at the footage and editing it, I will probably make a decision. But sometimes it's just easier to do it on the phone, but I should just stop. And I feel like I didn't realize how zoomed in sometimes the phone can be and how hard it is, where this has a little handle. But anyway, I might just cut that out. That's just housekeeping for myself. I am about 2 miles from Gooch Mountain Shelter. It is almost exactly halfway from where I started and where I want to finish. So I'm going to do a nice long break there. Probably not super long, probably just an hour. I think an hour is a good midday break. Take my shoes and socks off. Nose in pouch, although I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about them a lot since I'm hiking because they would be great. But I've been eating a lot more, so that's probably a sign not to do them because they suppress my appetite and I can just push through when I need to eat. But yeah, it's approaching noon. I still have probably over 20 minutes, probably 11:38 if I had to guess, because I just looked at it a few minutes ago. And yeah, noon is always for the day good marker just to see where you're at for the day. How many miles in, how far is my goal away? I mean, obviously I'm very fluid out here. I can change plans anytime I want, but noon is one of the big markers to just see the mileage you've already had, where you want to go. And it doesn't even have to be mileage. It could be I know sometimes it's going to end up where I hike a long day, get into a town, get a hostel, a roof over my head, and then take, you know, time in town the next day. And sometimes noon could be when you're leaving, or it could be when you you know, need to get everything in order. You might some of these towns I'll take a half day and leave at 2-3 p.m. almost like a Nero that is in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm approaching, I think it'll be like 7.5 miles, which for some by noon is not a lot, but for me, I always drag in the mornings. I got out at 8:30, like I said, this morning, but I think if I could consistently, honestly, get out at 8 every day, I would sign up for that. That to me gives you 4 hours to get miles up until noon. But yeah, not bad, especially since I'm up by noon. I'll be very close to my halfway point, and I have like 8 hours of light after. So yeah, that's it for now. Normal aches and pains. One hot spot on the inside heel of my left foot. It's not quite a blister, but I feel it. I might want to put some tape there. And then everything else is just normal aches and pains. My feet, my legs feel pretty good. A little soreness from the pack on like your outside hips into like your butt, but not really like where it would be sore if you did like squats or anything like that. Just kind of like the outside upper part. But morale is high. Normal aches and pains feel good. I definitely am fortunate to start with this weather, and if everything goes to plan, I'll be at Mountain Crossings having a frozen pizza for lunch about this time tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna put this away. So, got this pad, not just for, well, mainly for more insulation underneath my inflatable, but since it's right there, I can take little power naps or lay down. Probably won't sleep, but I'm tired, and this is the exact halfway point to where I want to get to. 8.3 from where I started, 8.3 to where I want to go. So yeah. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna lay down. I'm not hungry because I ate pretty recently, but maybe I'll eat something. I probably should eat something before I leave, but I'm gonna be here for another 40 minutes or so. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm tired, yeah. But good weather. Morale is still high. Just gonna lay down, enjoy this. Well, that sucks. I accidentally, yeah, that sucks. I accidentally deleted one clip off this GoPro. I was like trying to switch it back. It got switched into playback mode by accident. When I was trying to switch it back, it just like automatically deleted it. So I'm gonna check if there's like a recently deleted, like there is on a phone, but I doubt it. It was just my hand was just brushing the screen. Shouldn't have been that easy, but filming problems. All it was a quick shot of me brewing coffee and saying I'm taking 2 ibuprofen, which I did, and it kicked in, and I feel the afternoon push and buzz. So yeah, that's the aside from ADHD meds, that's the closest to a drug concoction that I'm gonna get. My drug days are behind me, and since I know a lot of people will just tune into the trail part, my drinking days, I don't know where they stand forever, but for this trail, one of my goals is to not drink at all. I did a 6-month break last year, and I enjoyed it, and I just realized that when I don't drink, things seem to fall in line, and my habits and routines and everything, and working towards what I want, and building the life I want. It's a weird problem because drinking doesn't cause any big immediate problems. I don't get in trouble with the law. I don't drive. I'm not angry. I don't get into fights, but it just kind of throws a bomb into my week, because if I'm hungover, it affects me mentally. A lot of times when I'm hungover, I'll drink again, hair of the dog, and there goes another day. So yeah, those of you just tuning in, big goal is to not drink. I'll have more on that later, but yeah, for me, double Folgers instant coffee with 2 ibuprofen, that's going to be my high of the trail, along with Coca-Cola or other beverages, a hot coffee in town. So yeah, figured I'd fill you in on my way from the shelter break, which was nice, to Lance Creek, but still have probably just under 8 miles to go. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Beautiful day. And yeah, it really does. The coffee and the ibuprofen, my feet are sore, my muscles, but right now I have energy and I feel good. All right, that's all for now. I'm starting to think who ever discovered a lot of this area had a little bit of a sexual freaky side to them with all these names, but I don't know, it could just be coincidence. It's a question for a few hundred years ago, but yeah. Just remember, folks, if you're hiking the Georgia part of the Appalachian Trail northbound, your gooch runs into your woody. But if you're going southbound, your woody runs into your gooch. That's how you can tell which direction you're going in. There's a garbage and picnic tables. What a dream. All right, I've been thinking about this for a minute, and I just looked down at far out, and I am exactly 22 miles in to the AT. Not that does not include the approach trail. And a lot of times when you're doing, let's call it 2,200 miles for even measure, it can be overwhelming. You say, oh, 22 minus 2,200. Let's see my quick math. 2,178 miles left, but it's 1% done. So 99 more times, and I'm only on day 2. You do this and you make it to Katahdin. So sometimes it's a little easier to think in percentages. And yeah, that's all I want to share, because I looked down, I'm 22 miles even on the Appalachian Trail going north. So it sounds like it's going to be a crowded, possibly, I don't know, if there's a couple hikers in front of me, there's people behind me, and I overheard them saying they're going to Lance Creek as well. So hopefully there's like overflow room, because there's only 4 tent pads, but I'm confident I'll find somewhere over there, and I'm only like just over 2 miles away. So yeah, I'm gonna get there and enjoy having a few hours before it gets dark. That is it. Yep, 1% done. I don't know if that's good or bad. All right, it is just past 8. I made it to the Lance Creek restoration area. The 4 main tent pads were taken, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise. I met another through hiker, Michael, guy in his 60s, and we sat there, and our tents are real close. We're actually one on opposite sides of the trail. The trail goes right in between our tents, and flats are or the spots are flat enough. But yeah, we shared stories for like 2 hours, just bullshitting and making food and hanging out. So caught up to a little bit of a through hiker. Definitely not bubble because it's late April, but yeah, there's some through hikers in here, so it's nice. Started meeting more through hikers. The first day and a half was a lot of just people doing sections, so hopefully they're people I see for the next several months. So yeah, I'm gonna spin around, get a little view. I got that trail behind me, but yeah, the trail is actually in front of me. Right down there across the creek is my spot. So happy for tonight. I think 16 something, like 2 16-something days, and I am exactly 24 trail miles in on the Appalachian Trail here going north. And yeah, that's it. I'll try to get one more shot of the tent just as a little outro to see where I'm camping. But good day, still morale high. The weather, I mean, it is so nice. I have my long johns and my puffy because I got cold last night. It's probably because my sleeping bag's only 40 degrees, but I didn't bring socks into my tent, and I could have used those. My feet got cold, so I have socks on standby tonight. I'm rambling, I'm tired, and I want to enjoy this last little bit of sunset twilight here. But yeah, a good day too. Yeah, that's about it. Wonder Bro is headed north, and yeah, nice to have some good company as opposed to last year's weird flip-flop version attempt. Really nice to just share stories, even if you only see them once or if you end up hiking with months on end. It is nice to all be going in the same direction. All right, that's it. Good night.